winner. Today's message is, see God, not your problem. Psalm 34:19, the righteous person faces many troubles, but the Lord comes to the rescue each time. Psalm 37:23-24, the Lord directs the steps of the godly. He delights in every detail of their lives. Though they stumble, they will never fall, for the Lord holds them by the hand. Psalm 16:8, I know the Lord is always with me. I will not be shaken, for he's right beside me. 1 Peter 5:7, give all your worries and cares to God, for he cares about you. Again, today's message is, see God, not your problem. Now, way back in 2011, I had a driving infraction in Arizona. This infraction required over a year and a half of stringent requirements that I had to get through. So, by the time 2013 rolls around, I've completed all these requirements, and I get a little letter from them saying, you have completed it, congratulations, you're good to go. But it was almost like they were schizophrenic. 2 weeks later, they sent me a letter that says, you have not completed all the requirements. We're going to send you back to step one, and you're going to have to go through the process all over again. I'm going to keep it real with you. I lost it. What's wrong with these people? I know I completed all the requirements for resolution. So I didn't see God, I saw the problem. I didn't see God, I saw the problem. God is bigger than any problem you have, whether it's addiction, sexual abuse, drug use, whether you're having marital problems, whether you have financial problems. God is so much bigger than your problem. Now, God was gracious to me. Within a month, and through the use of my attorneys, we got through this, and we pointed out to the motor vehicle department that they had made an error. And they sent me a mild letter of apology saying, we're bad, we made a mistake. You actually completed all the requirements for resolution. So recently in 2017, I received a letter that says, you can renew your driver's license through the mail because you've had a pristine driving record for the last 5 years. I said, great, this is fantastic. So I mail in the application. About 2 weeks later, I received a letter saying, we cannot renew your driver's license because your license is suspended in Arizona. Now, God has done wonders on me. Normally, I'll lose it again. I would see the problem normally. But this time, I saw God. I saw Psalm 34:19, the righteous person faces many troubles, but God comes to the rescue each and every time. I remembered those scriptures, so I stayed calm. So I called the number to the motor vehicle department in Arizona, and naturally, the call volume is too big. You cannot get through. So they refer you to their website, which basically circles you back to more phone numbers that you can't get through. So you can't even get in touch with them. So I called my attorneys. They don't get right back to me. So I just go old school, start reading my Bible, and I stay calm. And I remember a neighbor sent me a text and said, hey, is everything going okay? And I said, no, I'm going through something right now, but everything's going to be all right. God has worked wonders on me. I stay calm. So I'm reading the Bible for an hour, and then something tells me, call the motor vehicle department in Arizona again. I call. I actually hear it ringing. This is incredible. After only 5 minutes of waiting, someone answers the phone. It's not just someone, it's the right person. A young lady by the name of Tina. She takes a vested interest in my situation. I said, what's going on? Why is my license suspended in Arizona and therefore suspended throughout all 50 states? She says, I don't know, let me check. Tick, 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 tick. She looks up and it says that I haven't paid a $50 fee according to them. And that's the reason why they put out a bolo basically. that my license is suspended. Again, God's worked wonders on me. I'm calm. I said, you know what? I paid everything. I have documentation here at my house. She said, let me check. Tick, 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 tick. She checks, and sure enough, she says, you're right. You paid that $50 fee. That's our error. Let me get in touch with another department, and let me put you on hold for a little minute. So I'm waiting on hold for 15 minutes. She gets back on the line. You know what? I can't even get through to my other department. She says, it's probably going to take me an hour or so. So I'll call you back. And that's what happens. After she waits an hour or so, she gets through to them. They clear up the situation. They realize that I had paid this $50 admin fee that was going to cause me so much grief. So then I call the Department of Motor Vehicles for California. Usually that takes a while, but it only took 5 minutes. And I got in touch with a young lady named Rebecca. Now, once she heard my situation, she said, let me check. Tick, 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 tick. She says, Arizona's cleared you. You're good to go. But she was so upset at what I had to go through. She says, I'm going to make sure you get your license within a month. I said, great. So this is an example of when you see God and not your problem, that God's favor comes full force. He resolved the situation that could take a month to 12 months to resolve in one day. One day. God is above any problem you face, whatever you face. If you're a single mother having a hard time feeding your children, see God. Don't see your problem. If you're living paycheck to paycheck, see God. Don't see your problem. For the full favor of God, see God and not your problem. If you do, you'll see how magnificently God works.